boys and ladies. Welcome back to the vlog. We got another color change on deck, so we're super stoked. This is a 2004 Scion XB, and I want you guys to picture it's like 2005 Nopi Nationals. It's like 2007 Hot Import Tuner Nights. This is gonna be a really cool project. This is an Inphase Audio, kind of the promo car that they're gonna do. So as you can tell, this was a Rockford Fosgate demo car in like the early 2000s. Here's some old clips of it. It's super cool to have this kind of like piece of history right now.
Pop the trunk.
The trunk has an awesome setup as well to match that front box. Really nice suede all the way through it, so it's really classy. It sounds really, really good. We're gonna do an Avery, kind of this iridescent gray color over here. This thing's really rad with some wheels. It's got an aftermarket front bumper. It's got a carbon fiber hood that we're carbon dating this thing by looking at the ghost of the decals. There's a Drift Alliance sticker on this thing. It's a Viz carbon hood. Or there was a Drift Alliance sticker on this thing at some point. So this thing is ancient. Whew. So yeah, anything you want to say, Elijah?
I'm super excited about it just because the relationship we do have with Inphase. They're super cool people who do amazing work. So I'm excited to help them out by throwing a fresh wrap on this thing and making it look amazing. So. For
the age of this thing, I think it only has like 40,000 miles on it. If you can come over here, Brady, and shoot like how straight this body panel is. The wrap's gonna look incredible on this because the car for itself is really clean. We'll decontaminate it and the wrap's gonna look great on it. Your back?
This box I'm sitting on.
Oh. Good morning. So this thing is completely disassembled. It doesn't look like a car anymore. It always gets worse before it gets better. We've blocked down the hood. This is a really old carbon hood. But yeah, so got this thing pretty much ready to be wrapped. I have to do just a couple little touch-ups. There's weird things in the clear coat. But if you want to come check it out, we got color on the rear. So here you go. This color looks nuts in the sunlight. I'm gonna wait to show you guys what it looks like in the sunlight until we're done with this though. So yeah, on to the next panel. It's time for another update, boys. The piece on this car that I'm most excited about currently is we did this little carbon fiber hit. I had talked about how old this carbon fiber was, but I was able to sand it down from 800 grit, 1000 grit, 1200 grit, and then buffed it out by hand. It's not perfect, but I'm really stoked on, making it how we did with what we were given for sure. So we got pretty much the entire driver's side of this car done. Elijah is fighting the gas cap because the gas cap is riveted on, not bolted on. So it's kind of giving him an interesting challenge because usually he'll take off the gas cap and wrap around that. How's it going?
Pretty good. Just gas cap.
I think he's lying. So yeah, really stoked how this color's coming out. We had the garage bay open earlier and the color is crazy. It's gonna be like a really wild chameleon kind of flop. Other than that, we took off the factory door trim. It's like basically this black wet application vinyl, and it's probably been the worst thing I've ever had to remove off of a car's metal before, but we're getting it. It's gonna look really clean. It's gonna look really good having that all color matched, and then we're gonna do some perf on the windows to hide some of the sound system. So yeah, check back in soon. All right, Brady's out there chatting with Jeff, but I'm gonna show you guys two things that I'm doing right now. The Scion, we're perfing the windows to cover up some of the wiring that you get just from, you know, when you do a box in the back when the amps are hidden, so it looks really clean inside. But so they're gonna be tinted at 5%, and then we're also doing this perforated Inphase banner. But I'm gonna pause here for a sec. You guys tell me if anything's wrong with these social media hits. If you don't know, Musk changed Twitter to X. So got to reprint a little patch for that back window over there so it says the right social medias. All right, here's a better visualization of this patch that I finished. Here, Brady, catch me on my little outro. So yeah, we got these cut out. I'm gonna leave Elijah to finish up this Scion, and the next time we talk to you guys, this is gonna be done. Me and Jeff have to go run down to do another project that you guys are gonna see more about in our next episode, so stay tuned for that.
What's up, boys and ladies? It is Monday. We are back kicking ass. We just finished up with this car. We're super excited to get it outside. You guys haven't seen it yet, but this color goes crazy in the sun. So we're gonna pull it out in a couple seconds, but we got all finished up with it. We got a busy couple weeks ahead of us. So check this car out.
Beautiful.
Nighttime, no rhythm, fight crime mode.
Oh, that wrap turned out really good, Brady.
Thanks, dude.
On the windows.
Back when I was probably 17 or 18, so I wasn't working here at the time, but when they got it from Rockford out of Tempe, Arizona, it was already wrapped pretty cool, and it already had been a Rockford demo vehicle they used at a bunch of shows. So it was kind of end of life for them. So we got it as a second life vehicle, purchased it cheap. Then my dad, the owner of Inphase at the time, rebranded it with stickers and everything. And so it said Inphase. We used it, and I think they added an Xbox to the back of it back in the day. So, you know, Xbox 360, so it could play games and stuff from the trunk. And then it kind of was just used for about 10 years or so, and then it was parked. And I've been working here about 8 years or so, and when I got here, it wasn't being used. It was just sitting around. So we kind of used it a little bit, and the last few years I was like, we should redo it. So we just rebuilt the trunk and put a whole bunch of Rockford speakers and amps and lighting in it, and now we were thinking about how to dress up the outside of it, and that's when, you know, we thought of Trezenbold and the wraps, and it's kind of how we got to where it is now. Just the next stage of getting it ready for showing off probably next year, but we'll be able to use it this October now, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, hopefully it'll be out at a bunch of shows and meets and everything in the next, you know, foreseeable future. But definitely wanted to get it looking like it's a new car again, since we spent probably 50 hours rebuilding out the audio system. So But yeah, it looks amazing. I can't wait for people to see it, and day or night, it'll be noticeable.